Hello dear viewers and guests. I would like to welcome you to our ACECast of the day. My name is Ovi and I'm a student at Constantin Brâncuși University of Târgu. Today we are going to explore how cultural diversity can be transformed into a powerful asset rather than a challenge. Our guests here, Agnese Hermane and Gitana Vyčienė, are experts in intercultural collaboration, social inclusion and education. Let's start by getting to know you. Can each of you briefly introduce yourselves and your role within the ACE²-EU?
Yes, hello everyone. As said, I'm Agnese Hermane from Latvian Academy of Culture. I'm Vice Rector for Studies and I'm also a professor. My subjects are arts management and creative industries and cultural policy.
Hello, my name is Gitana Vyčienė. I'm from Lithuania, Lietuvos Inžinerijos Kolegija Higher Education Institution. I'm Dean of Environmental Engineering Faculty, and also I'm lecturing, and my subject is hydrotechnical engineering and hydrology, so everything about water.
So we are quite different. We are working with quite different subjects, but in Alliance, Latvian Academy of Culture is responsible for one of the work packages, the work package 4, which is about Space Center, which we will talk about later, probably.
Yes, of course. I'm really pleased to meet you and have you into our cast of the day. So I'm going to start with the first quick round of questions. Hope you're ready for that. So, Mrs. Agnese, the Space Center at LAC plays a key role in supporting interculturality within the Alliance. Can you explain how this initiative promotes multicultural exchange and awareness among students and staff?
First of all, we envisage Space Center as a place and space where students and staff and stakeholders can meet, collaborate and share various ideas on different topics. And we hope to create a space for co-creating solutions for challenges both in higher education but also in a wider society, and we are interested to get to engage society in our alliance through the Space Center. And of course it will deal also with multiculturalism and inclusivity, and these will be topics that we are working in alliance in all the activities actually, and Space Center is one of the activities with active collaboration, co-creation, where we will create ideas, look for solutions, communicate, collaborate on various ways.
So it's basically a space where everyone can meet and come with their own ideas.
Yes, very much that.
Have fun, not more.
Not only fun, also work seriously and look for solutions and develop new ideas and options.
All right. Thank you. That sounds great. All right, Mrs. Gitana, your university coordinates the student mobility. How it contributes to fostering inclusion within ACE²-EU?
So our university is responsible, as you mentioned, for work package 6. It's mobility and EU values embedding near alliance partners. So we collaborate closely with work packages 4, work package 2, and of course work package 8 with all dissemination of our and communication of our alliance. Also we hope to create good opportunities for mobility for all our partners, researchers and students, and mostly for this will be created special pedagogical programs. It's ABC programs like different MOOCs programs, and it should be the most important opportunity to online mobilities and on-site mobilities for all who would like to be in Alliance activities.
All right.
Can I add something about Space Center?
Of course.
Okay, and in the Space Center we will, as I said, we will have various activities, but the most important ones, what I would like to mention here is that we will develop a volunteer program for students, and also we will have a cultural festival of Alliance where through the cultural activities of all Alliance members, we will also learn the multiculturality and learn more about each other. And the first festival will take place already in October in Ingolstadt, in Germany.
All right. That sounds quite exciting. I'm looking forward to that. Mrs. Gitana, what do you think cultural diversity is often seen as a challenge? How can we shift the mindset towards viewing it as an opportunity instead?
Okay. I think cultural diversity is often seen as a challenge because it brings differences first in languages. Of all Alliance is difference.
Yeah, that's
then,
true.
of course, beliefs that we have in our lives, values, traditions, and ways of thinking. It's very important that each culture have different thinkings about the same things. So from this is coming misunderstandings. So for conflicts, so of difficulties of communication. So reasons for diversity is a lot of challenges it is, but I hope that our work package give chance for all researchers and students to impact and to act in different ways with these challenges of diversity.
All right, thank you. Mrs. Gitana, if you could give one piece of advice to students who are new to multicultural environments, what would it be?
Not be afraid, because I think diversity and culture differences is opportunity to came to another country on site to see how the other people lives, what culture they have, and if each student from each visit will learn one cultural thing, for example, how we need to say hello in each language, or how to thanks, it will be good thing for students to see culture from inside.
And students can learn, and students can also organize events and participate in various ways.
It's very important that students think that they are going not only for learning. Of course, learning is very important, but opportunity to know other society, other cultures, EU values. It's most important, I think, for Alliance, because after 4 years, we all hope that we will have one big society with different cultures inside, with different languages, but it will be opportunity to us collaborate and to have research opportunities for staff, for researchers, and of course opportunities for students in come to these courses together with and have joint classes from students from Romania, from Lithuania, from Latvia, and to create something very interesting.
And I think it's very important that students understand that there are similar problems also in other countries, and you are not alone with any issue you have to deal with. And I think that is also very important, and also for everyone in Alliance, that we talk and yes, we have the same, and let's share, let's discuss, and let's learn from each other.
For example, in Lithuania we have big problem with students that they're saying, I'm not good in English, so I'm afraid to go abroad. Maybe I not pass the exams and I can't return with grades. Or sometimes they are saying, I have a job, I can't go. So Alliance will create blended programs, and it will be opportunity to all to involve in these activities.
Yes, because they will have short-term events. Not only you don't have to go for the semester or for a year. We will have a lot of short-term learning opportunities to meet each other, to learn from each other, to get to know each other.
So besides the Alliance, for example, I'm quite sure you know the term gap year.
Yes.
And I see nowadays a lot of students are willing to do that. Do you think it's a good thing? Would you recommend it for them? What do you think they should do?
It depends really very much from each person, and you have to consider it individually. My son is taking a gap year, so I try to understand the reasons behind it, and I see that he is actually doing quite many things, learning quite many things, and it will be really enriching for him. But for some students, it could be also difficult to return afterwards to the academic life. So it really depends very much from each student or each personality individually.
If you're asking my individual opinion, so I will say that firstly, I think that it is not a good idea. But now I should say that I think if it used this year very exactly, for example, for volunteering programs, going to companies and working, so they can understood what they want from life and from their careers, and then to use these knowledges returning back. So I think sometimes it's good way
and
to
I
understood
also
life.
Yes, and I also think that in some, I observe as a professor when I'm working with students, that those students who have some work experience that they gain during this gap year, they actually appreciate more the studies afterwards. So that's also
sometimes it
interesting.
Could be opportunity for students.
Great. I'm glad to hear that.
Are you taking a gap year? That
well, I've been taking myself a few gap years actually.
It might,
So I really appreciate those years. But now let's go back to the Alliance. As we all know, the Alliance has 9 universities together, and as you mentioned earlier before, the alliances are from different parts of Europe, with different culture, different things. How do you think will you make it work together? How will you do that?
I think for this it's very important work package 8 Romanian partners with communication and dissemination. If we have good communication between us and collaboration, it could be a nice opportunity to all us to create a new university in the future. And I hope that it will be Europe diplomas, and it will be chance for us, for example, for Lithuanian partners, because we are a very compact institution, to give opportunity to our students to have joint diplomas and to open gates to joint programs.
Of course, and especially that the universities thinking about the academic background, you are basically all different, or more or less, so that's quite a challenge, right? Quite a challenge, and of course an opportunity, right?
Yes, and you asked if we will make it. Of course we will make it, but I also have to agree with you that there will be some challenges, and especially because of those cultural differences, and we have had already maybe some situations where we see each partner thinks differently, acts differently, so we are all going through the adoption process, which is very interesting, I think.
Yeah, very. Because each university is very different, not only with students amounts, and with programs. And one more thing, that we are one private, another state's universities, so the law system in each university is very different. So now we need to find these joint points and to create system for
make
future.
Common grounds.
Yeah, common.
Yeah,
so.
And of course, what about the students? How do you see students nowadays compared to the past? How is the concept of a student nowadays?
I think students nowadays know a lot already, and they are quite critical, more critical than we were as students. I would say that here at the Latvian Academy of Culture, we are really lucky, because we have really motivated, very engaged students, and I feel really privileged to work with them.
Right.
I'm not sure. Could say the same like you, because in our university is engineering university, applied science, so it means that our students are more closed They are inside, not always want to discuss, but they knows really a lot of, because they are living in open society now. All information is available on internet.
Everything is evolving so fast. We are in a fast moving world.
Faster. So for teachers, it's a challenge to give for students the newest information and create chance to grow up in studies process. So I think that all students, all times is good. So it's most important.
But as professors, we really need to change and adapt and get to know each generation of students, because I really see the difference. And the biggest challenge for me now working with students is the short attention gap that they have, and the lecture of 90 minutes that I always have to think interactive tasks. I have to have some entertaining elements, I would even say so. As professor, you become more and more as a performer, actually, not only lecturing the topics and the important things. So it's really challenging, I would say. It's really getting more and more challenging to work with students, have, engagement from them the whole time of the lecture and so on.
Because now you are coming to lecture sometimes like actor.
Yes, I agree.
Because you need only not to say most important points. You need to
play a role to engage the students to work.
To engage students. So it's changing times. But it's
Of course. Well, I would really like to thank you both for those insightful contributions and informations. But before we close, I would like both of you to give us a key message or whatever you would like to say to our audience to remember.
Okay, I will say look to Alliance or opportunity to know each other and to create something new and to show to the world that we have ideas.
And I could add that Alliance is really a very significant opportunity for growth, for universities as organizations, but also for each individual at university, students, staff members, and professors. And I think we have to use this potential that Alliance gives to all the universities. And I also wish that we have some fun and that we succeed and that we achieve all the performance indicators that we have to achieve. And I really look forward for the next 4 years.
Yes, next 4 years.
And more.
Of course. Always looking for more. I would like once again to thank you. It has been an inspiring discussion on how we can turn cultural diversity into strength. I would like to thank you for being here and looking forward to see you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more episodes of ACECast, where we explore future of education, collaboration, and innovation. Thank you all. See you next time.